Hey yo, what's going on YouTube? We're officially 8 weeks out of my bodybuilding show. Well, technically we're 9 weeks out, but by the time I post this, we're gonna be 8 weeks out. Your boy is in Miami right now, so if you're in Miami, make sure you hit me up because we are shooting banger content every fucking day, and I am gonna be holding a fitness competition probably at South Beach, so make sure you follow me on Instagram so you get all the deets. But today we are going to be doing our first heavy squat day since my powerlifting days. A lot of you guys are like, Mark, how did you heal your herniated discs? How did you do it? Guys, I have not really healed my herniated discs, unfortunately. I was like addicted to opioids for like 6 months, and it was a really bad time in my life. I was drinking on pain meds. I was taking 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 milligrams of oxys a day. Obviously the effects just kind of wear off as you take it, so then you need to up the dose to feel the same thing. But a lot of you guys have recommended this K-Boost Kratom. I have been taking this for the past 5 weeks, and I have got to tell you that it is one of a kind. But there's a few things that I want to go over about this before we actually get into the workout. And I'm going to tell you guys probably the 3 biggest things that helped my herniated disc with me being able to get back into lift. This Kratom is a natural supplement. It's not an opioid, so they say that it is not addictive. From my personal opinion from taking this, it is very addictive, but not in like a long-term sense. Now, I take about 5 grams pre-workout every single day, but I just didn't want my body to get used to it, so then I started taking 2 days off a week. And those 2 days, guys, was insane. My body started to crave this just as much as it would crave like an opioid. The difference is I recently ran out of this, and I've been out of it for about a week and a half, and after that 2 or 3 days that you're not like craving the feeling of being on this, you just go back to normal. Whereas like when I came off the opioids, that craving lasted for weeks, for months. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I have the cravings to take pain meds now because of how sharp sometimes the pain is. Like opioids do take away like all body feeling, which is a weird high. It's like getting drunk, but without the alcohol. So like, yeah. When I first started taking this, I started on 2 grams. It was really good. Then I went to 3, then I went to 4, and then I found the pain relief to be around the 5 gram mark. Anything under the 5 gram, I felt the euphoria, I felt the energy, but it didn't really like dull the sciatic pain that shoots down my leg. But right when I hit that 5 gram mark, it's like no pain fucking exists. The only other thing that I want to say is it tastes like shit. So what I've been doing is basically, we're just going to open a brand new batch here. This shit doesn't even come with a fucking scooper. Like, so dumb. Is I basically just kind of fill my water up. I literally make this like a shot. I do not want to taste this. So basically I put about 5 grams. All right, that's 9. Today's gonna be a great fucking day. I've never taken 9. Alright then. And then I take 1 scoop of greens. It doesn't hurt just to get a green supplement in. I mean, most of vegetables nowadays are absolute fucking trash. And I really feel for most of us, you can't have too much greens. So, oh my god. Like, I didn't say that fucking, oh my god, it's fucking amazing, like, but I'm gonna drink this and I turn into Super Saiyan. Like, you don't understand. It's just disgusting. The Chibbits make it taste worse. And guys, this does have like a lot of euphoria to it. So I only take like half a scoop or like a non-caffeinated pre-workout just to get that fucking pump. To be honest, I just spoke way too much here. So instead of going over the 3 things that help my herniated disc the most, I'm actually gonna do that after the workout. So my boy Emmanuel is coming to the gym, and we're gonna get some sick angles of some heavy fucking squats. Let's get it. Yeah, thank you.
All right, guys, so we made it to the gym. We actually just filmed the funniest fucking Instagram and TikTok reel. I'm just gonna play it right now because it's so fucking funny.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's leg day, baby. It's leg day. Let's get this drop. Let's get this drop. Come on. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my God. Oh my God. I haven't heard you in so long. How are you?
So if you do not follow me on Instagram or on TikTok, make sure you go to the second and third link in the description and hit that follow button because we are posting that type of content every fucking week and you guys are in for a laugh. Not sure how my back's gonna hold up. Like I said, we're kind of just gonna go 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plate, 4 plate, see how my back feels, see if we can get up to a top single or double with keeping perfect form, core braced, good feet positioning. I'm actually just gonna put some music in. I'm gonna have Emmanuel hit all the right angles and we're just gonna demolish this leg day. Like I said, squatting is the only way, well, one of the only ways to get some juicy ass fucking quads. So let's make it happen.
Easy shit! Let's go!
Just squatted some heavy ass fucking weight. I mean, therapy, $1,000. Squatting life-threatening weights, $0. Or like $60 a month, whatever this gym fucking charges. We are going into some fast-paced accessories. The reason that I got so big so fast when I was 17, 18, 19 is because I trained like a power lifter, squat, bench, deadlift. That is what's gonna get you your base. That's what's gonna get you your size. Right after you do that, go into bodybuilding accessories, fast-paced, high volume. Method behind the madness is you're breaking down as much muscle tissue as possible with your big compound lifts. Then you're feeding that broken muscle tissue with as much blood as possible. So we're going right into heavy hamstring curls for about 10 to 15 reps, followed by walking lunges, 15 steps in each direction. Every single set, we're gonna up the intensity, up the weight, including with the lunges. We're gonna start to add weight, and we're just gonna hit these sets one after another, and rest as little as possible, but enough to get the most out of the set. Hamstrings, supersetted with those lunges. Kept the same weight for lunges because I'm fucking gassed right now, and my legs, one, have never been under like 655 pounds in the last 4 fucking years. And 2, we're training so fast right now that after 3 sets, I was fucking obliterated. So we're coming on to another press. I always talk about this one in every single leg day. It's a Tom Platt style hack squat. I'm not pushing through my heels, because obviously we just did squats. I just worked all my legs. I'm pushing off my toes on this. You can see that my heels at the bottom of the lift actually like come off the pad. And that's just gonna put so much more pressure on my quads because that's what we're trying to focus on. So I've already done 2 sets of 2 plates. Now we're gonna do another 2 sets at 3 plates, maybe 4 plates if I'm not too gassed. But like I said, we're trying to keep the rep range in that like 10 to 15 right now. Any higher than 15, in my opinion, is kind of pointless unless you're training like arms or smaller muscle groups. That like 10 to 15 reps for legs, back, and chest is ideal. So no supersets on this one. We're keeping the rest times, like I said, very short, but enough to get the most out of the next set. So I'm gonna pop my headphones back in and do these last 2 sets. Honestly, when I squat super heavy, I really only do like 3 or 4 exercises after that, because we do have 2 separate leg days. And like, because we have 2 days for everything, like we have 2 back days, 2 chest days, 1 shoulder day. Arms is kind of sporadic, and 2 leg days. Like one day is super heavy, and the other day is a little bit lighter. And my other leg day is more hamstring focused. I also train calves every day. I do them after cardio. That's why I signed up to Good Life. So when I go to Good Life, I do cardio, core, and I usually do abs every day too. My abs is like 30 crunches, 30 leg raises, and then I'm done. So I don't really train core, because core is more just dieting. But to finish this leg day off, we're only gonna film 1 set, because this, you can only really get so many angles of this. But we're doing calves as heavy as we can go for about 15 to 20 reps. And then we're doing sissy squats to failure. I like to do like things to failure at the end. Stop putting like a rep range on it when you're doing like body weight stuff like sissy squats. Really just go until you cannot do another fucking rep. And the reason that we're going heavy and we're doing super high reps on calves is because you have to remember, your calves walk your fat ass around every single day. All you guys do like body weight calves. Like if you weigh 200 pounds and you throw a 45-pound weight on here and do 4 sets of 10, bro, your body did more than that in a day. You have to throw on 100, 200, 300 pounds and do as many reps as possible. Have you seen these fat asses walking around with massive fucking calves? That's kind of what you're trying to implement when you train calves. Boy is about to get on a plane in about 2.5 hours, but I just wanted to break this down real quick, because I know a lot of you guys don't have this problem, but if you do have this problem, it feels like it is going to take over your entire life. When I first herniated these 2 discs and I could not walk for 6 months, I honestly thought my life was over. I never thought I was gonna lift again, to the point that I just didn't know who I was, what I was doing, and I just felt so lost. So I just want to touch on 3 things super fast that have drastically helped my herniated disc. Now, because this is such a small audience, I'm just gonna bang these off quick, and if it does get a good response, then I can do a full video on it. Number 1 is you have to go get an MRI on the area that's affected. A disc bulge can go off to the side, it can go out the back, it can go in any direction, so you need to know what you're working with before you go into the proper rehab. There is stupid ass rehab like a child's pose, like baby cobras, and all this little small shit seems like it does not make a difference. But if you do it every single day, 2 or 3 times a day, working on proper core bracing techniques, proper posture, getting down and doing your core exercises, doing the baby cobras, doing the child poses, eventually you will get better. For me, that took 6 months for me to be able to walk again. So if you feel like all hope is gone, just stick with your rehab, because eventually you will be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Number 2 is supplementation. Obviously, you saw that kratom is amazing for pain relief that isn't a full opioid. TB500 and BPC157, sold on noblesups.com, is amazing for anti-inflammatory properties. Now, TB500 and BPC isn't really gonna help the actual bulged disc, but it should help with the inflammation so that if you have that sciatic pain going down your leg, it should be able to relieve some of that pain and some of that pressure. Now, for me personally, I had to take quite high dosages to get that pain relief. I was up to 750 micrograms of BPC a day and 2 milligrams of TB500 every other day. And you do go through the vials quite quickly. So obviously that isn't ideal, as that adds up quite fast. Just to touch on supplementation as well, I have been taking a glucosamine. Glucosamine and MSM are amazing because it will rehydrate your discs. Glucosamine and MSM will help your joints. It will help hold sublingual fluid. It'll help with water retention in those areas, and it should relieve some of the pressure. Now, this injectable glucosamine, they actually discontinued, so I don't sell it anymore. I have 6 bottles left, and I'm keeping them all for myself. But if you can find a supplement like this or take the oral form, it will help drastically. And number 3, it's just learning leverages. The more you irritate the disc, the worse it is going to be. So I had the mindset before of always pushing through the pain. But with this specific injury, I couldn't push through the pain because the more I would push, the more inflamed it would get and the more pressure it would put on the sciatic nerve. So I had to learn how to brace my core in a way that I could still train without inflaming the disc more to hit that sciatic nerve. So everyone's a different height, everyone's a different shape. You really just need to learn the overall leverages of your body so you can learn to not irritate it as much so you can keep moving forward. Now, 4 different surgeons refused surgery on me for several reasons. One of the surgeons refused surgery because he said I was too young. The other 2 surgeons said that if they do the surgery, they know that I'm gonna go back into powerlifting and they can't fuse my discs when they know that I'm gonna squat and deadlift over 800 pounds. And the 4th doctor actually just didn't even give a reason. He actually just straight up said no and didn't email us back. Now, obviously in Canada, it's a little bit different. I know that I could go to the States, I'm pretty sure, and get it done. It's like 40 grand or something. It's just financially not in the budget right now. And I've heard that if you fuse your back, you are in almost more pain for life. So these steps that I've been taking have worked drastically. As you can see, we just hit a massive squat PR today. So I hope that they can help you. And I hope this video at least changes one of your guys' life to help you see the light at the end of the tunnel. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you could hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, it'll mean the world to me. We are closing in on 80,000 subscribers, so let's make that shit happen. And these videos are about to get better and better and better. So have an amazing week, and I'll see you guys in the next video.